think one of the hardest things that I've had to accept, one of the hardest things that I have to experience now since like experiencing and continually going through a spiritual awakening is how much bullshit I have lived by. That the everything up until now has just been a big bloody lie. And there was a point where I was like, how could my mum and dad, how could they possibly bring me in and into this world and teach me how to suffer? How could they possibly think that that was the best way to live? And there was a time where I was probably a bit angry about it all, because I was like, why would you do that? Why would you even consider bringing children into this world to teach them how to suffer, to teach them how to live such a shitty existence, being fearful of the future, being, feeling unworthy, feeling that they have to compete with everybody, feeling that they're not enough? Why the fuck would you bring a child into that reality? And it did make me question and make me think, what is the point? What is the point of having children? You're bringing them in to experience suffering like what you're doing. That was huge for me. And it's also a huge realisation to think, I've lived like that. What a waste of a life. I remember saying this to somebody recently. What a waste of life. Living from something that my parents taught me and everybody else who's been involved in my life, that we are here, to suffer and you're not good enough. And, I remember, I think at one point my mum and dad were just quite happy that I got myself a job, because I think, I was a bit off the rails as a child. But then I'm like, and then you brought me into this world to teach me how to live in lack. What a waste. What a waste of my life up until, the last few years. And it's something that I've really had to work through, and that causes you to have or to go to a deeper level of forgiveness, because it's not just like, I forgive you for bringing me into a world and teaching me how to be fearful all my whole fucking life. It's a different level of forgiveness, because I want forgiveness for them massively, because that's what they've experienced in life. And I just think my mum is now, getting older. And I think, are you going to go up to heaven and think, Jesus Christ, we really screwed that up? And I feel there's so much suffering. We're actually bringing people and children into this world to teach them how to suffer. That in itself is flipping crazy, right?